Good day. And Generalots and both Timpedia have returned triumphant from a local Magic the Gathering draft. Yes, this was our very first Magic the Gathering draft tournament thing, but we both won. And I thought I would announce that just because I feel fucking awesome for winning, mainly because I suck at Magic the Gathering, mainly because I haven't played it for very long. Timpedia has played a lot longer than I have, but he's never actually done one either. Now, he's not actually here today because it's Saturday, and so I'm just sort of using his internet for right now since mine still isn't up, and I can't even contact the people anymore. I don't even get it. But anyway, long story short, Magic the Gathering is a collectible card game, which I'm pretty sure you could all Google. I tried to get into it about a year ago and couldn't. But starting, a few months back, I really started getting into the whole thing. And starting to learn all the various rules and things of that nature. And, well, we went into this local comic shop gaming place, and they talked about how they had a draft. And so, well, we went there and competed in it and won. Now, for those that don't know what a draft is, essentially, you pay a certain amount of money to get in. You get what happens is well, this is what happened there. Now, I imagine drafts other places might be different. I don't know, but this is as far as I know. You'll be seated at a table with like 4 other people, and what you'll get is each person gets a pack of cards, and you open it up and take one out, and then pass it around until there's no more cards. And you'll do this twice. And then what they did is they split everyone up from that initial table into other tables where it'd be a multiplayer game, and basically you just fight to win. Now, I was very new to the whole thing, so I didn't really know exactly what I was doing, but essentially what I built out of the random cards, because basically the thing is, it all doesn't really come down to, it comes down more to luck in some respects and skill, because well, I say not luck, because it's not really luck of the draw, because you don't already have your pre-made deck, so it really comes down to how skillfully you play the deck you can build out of these random cards. And I actually went ahead and built a black deck, which I'd never actually done before. There's different colors in Magic the Gathering. Timpedia and I may do a Magic the Gathering introductory video. In fact, Timpedia actually did a Magic the Gathering introductory video years and years ago, and I don't know if it's still posted to this day. It very well could be, for all I know. But we might do another one now. But essentially I did a black deck, which is like zombies and things of that nature, and I won with it, which really surprised me. Basically, there's 2 opponents, because you're in a group of 3, and two of those guys had been doing these drafts and Magic the Gathering stuff before, went against each other, which I think they were going easy on me, not thinking I'd win anyway. But they both knocked each other out of the game, and what's kind of interesting is one of the guys there used a red deck, and they basically had a card that was suicidal, which is kind of funny. Basically, it would do damage to all the players, including himself. So it's sort of a gamble. And so basically, I think he ended up killing himself. And so then it was just me and the other guy, and I won, because I used a lot of really bullshit cards, which made me very, very happy. One interesting thing that happened there was basically, since I had so many builds, I didn't even think I was going to play. I was just going to observe. But apparently, some people there will sponsor other people, and somebody sponsored me. And basically, what happens with that is you'll give them whatever cards and a portion of the prizes if you win. And so what's interesting is one of the random packs that I opened up, and one of the cards that I randomly pulled out, well, I didn't actually pull it out. That was in one of the things I had, was this really rare, expensive card called, I don't even know what it was. It was sort of a play on words, kind of like Darth Vader in a way or something. But it was a red-blue card, and since I was building a black deck, I didn't need it. But it was basically a Planeswalker, which is supposed to be really rare, but I didn't know it. So I was like, okay, I don't need this card because it's not going for the thing that I'm going to be doing. So I just passed it on to the other guy. The other guy's like, wait, you probably want to keep this. And he's like, this is a foil, ultra-rare Planeswalker guy. He didn't say it like that. And literally everybody in there, everybody's like, holy shit, you got... Not like me, because since this person that sponsored me was going to get it anyway. They were basically all talking about this other person who was like, you got this card. It's like, it's worth $180. You know, it's like, really? That thing? I had no idea. It's like everybody's just going crazy over this thing. It's like, is that good? Yes, it was. So like they all were happy about that, and I got to keep a portion of the prizes, which what the prizes were if you won 3 random packs and 3 random booster packs and 1 really good card. And basically it was split up where I just took the 2 random packs. I didn't take the 1 really good card mainly because what I wanted to do, and what I actually started doing literally today, is I actually bought right then there after the game a black deck. I couldn't really afford it, but I did anyway. And so I got the 1 black. Well, it didn't buy a black deck. It was a green-black starter deck. And so I wanted more cards, you know, for it. And I got some decent ones. I actually bought, I think, 2 booster packs like a week ago, just because. And I actually got I got a mythic rare. That's what it was. A mythic rare black card that was really good. So yeah, won the Magic draft. Thinking about maybe going back tomorrow. Not that I really can afford it, but I might do it anyway. Because it was a lot of fun. Both Tim PD and I really enjoyed the experience. All the guys there were really cool. Nobody was really snobbish. Everybody was nice and casual and laid back. It was really kind of interesting because, like, the game I played with my 2 opponents was like kind of straightforward. But like the game that was going on, you know, like off to the side, you know, was like different. They all had a whole table full of cards, and it's like going on. It's like really, really high level stuff that like I would not even had a clue how it was going. You know, it's just amazing, really. But yeah, there's actually a way to play Magic the Gathering online, and if I ever get the internet, I may start playing you guys, the fans, potentially, if I can find the time to do it. There's a thing called Cockatrice. That's how I actually kind of got introduced to Magic the Gathering. But I just couldn't really get into it. It was just all a bit too overwhelming for me. So I didn't really enjoy it. But, you know, Cockatrice is interesting. There's actually some interesting memories from those days. Like, I may not have enjoyed it, but there are times where, like, Tim Petey and various other people and I would play, and, like, I just would not really pay attention to what was going on, and then literally everybody would ignore me, and I'd win the game. Like, I know that's, like, the dickest of the dick moves, but it was still very satisfying. Because, like, everybody kind of got Magic faster than I did. You know, like, everybody really kind of understood it better than I did. And I will admit that's probably my own fault, because I didn't really pay attention as much as I should have. But even today, I don't really get it as much as I should either. And I am paying attention. I guess I'm just sort of a blind spot for these sort of things. But, like, it's interesting how I still was able to do it. It's interesting how I was still able to fucking win, man. I totally won. I mean, everybody was really surprised by that. I mean, like, you know, you got these 2, you know, noob players who've never done this draft before. They go in and they both win. I mean, that was just fucking awesome. I mean, I know it's just like 1 draft, but, like, you know, it feels really good to know that I was able to get these random cards that I've never seen before, using a color I never used before, and I was able to win. And these people knew what they were doing too. These 2 people that were, you know, playing that were there, they knew what they were doing. They'd been playing a lot longer than I had, you know. And like I'm like, okay, wait, do I use this? What does this do? They're like, oh, it does this. I'm like, oh, okay, well, there you go. And I fucking won. It was just a lot of fun. I'm tempted to go back tomorrow. I really am. You know, I'm just not sure. You see, like, you know, now that I'm, like, riding high on the win, it's like, if I go tomorrow, I might lose. But it was fun enough playing anyway, you know. It was a lot of fucking fun. And there's not much really to go on after that, but it's like, I don't really know how to describe that, you know. Like, going in there, it just like, I've never actually done that before. I guess that's the main thing. Like, ever going in blind to a game before, and being able to win. Because like for me, whenever I did any tournaments at all before, I was never able to really win. You know, it's not like, oh, here's the first time you ever go to this. Oh, you lost. Well, that's to be expected. I went in there, not even really know it. He's like, well, it's kind of funny. It was kind of funny. Okay, this is to show the depth of my non-knowledge here. Okay, like everybody started like putting their cards in like these little slip case things. And I was like, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. And like, oh no, it's like, if you want to, you can. So like, I made a complete idiot out of myself there, and yet I still fucking won the game. I mean, it was so awesome to win that game. I know I keep going on about that, but like, it's like, damn. It's like, never before in my life have I been able to go into a thing, sight unseen, doing something I've never done before, and somehow emerging victorious. And it wasn't even blind luck either. It was like, okay, well, this card, if I attack somebody with it, no matter what, even if it gets blocked, and all the Magic players out there know what that means. If you don't know what it means, you'll just have to wait for the introductory video to it. Like, even if it gets blocked, it still does 2 damage no matter what. And there's another card that I used, which is awesome. It wasn't like powerful, but what it did was, once again, I kind of just waited till they all kind of lost a lot of life, because I kind of did that anyway, because it was all the cards I used are like high mana. And like, and also before I forget, even the person who I'd end up giving the cards, he was like, "Wow, this is a really good deck." So yeah, imagine they're gonna end up using that. But like, there's this one card that like will do like 1 damage for every creature that this person had. And so like, before I played it, I was like, okay, is that even a creature? Or is that like an artifact? And these people were using some of these special cards that were there, like these draft cards that were like only for a draft, and then like they'd reveal it and say, oh, I'll play this and it'll do this, you know. And I'm like, I'm not really sure what they're doing, but it's probably not very good. And yet even then, just using the simplest of Magic cards that didn't have like all these special abilities or only worked in certain circumstances, I was still able to bloody conquer. And like, I did, like, it wasn't even that close really, because they just focused on each other. They whittled each other down, and I went in for the kill. And it was a lot of fun. If I don't go tomorrow, I'm definitely going to go next week, potentially, because I have this like almost on a weekly basis. I don't imagine I'll win every week, but this is it certainly makes you feel good that for the first time you do something, you fucking win, you know? But like, definitely going to, once I finally get the internet, I would like it if, once I get the internet, there's going to be a lot more fan, interaction. Because like, I'm finding myself more drawn to this stuff than I used to be, to be perfectly honest. Maybe some Magic stuff. What I'm tempted to do, in fact I just thought about it now, might do a live stream potentially next week, maybe, Timpedia. Because I actually figured out a way just now that like if we wanted to do it to like live stream a Magic game, which I'm not even sure if you can do that, like Cockatrice, like we could invite a bunch of fans in. I could like use Timpedia's laptop and be a part of it, you know. That might be fun. I'm not really sure. I mean, of course, I've just never been much of a collectible card person, you know. But I'm definitely getting into this whole Magic the Gathering thing. I'm really tempted to see how far I can take, the whole deck building. Because like, I've built a grand total of 2 decks until the one I just built today, and the one I built during the draft. I guess it's 4 then, and both kind of suck. To be perfectly honest, except for that one that I built today, it certainly didn't suck. I still would have liked if I could have kept that really expensive card though. Well, actually, you know what? It was actually, see, the thing is, I think even if I had not have been sponsored, the guy that I passed that to had probably still said to keep it, you know. But I don't know. I never would have kept that card had somebody not pointed out, just because it wasn't really what I was going to use. So, and everybody in the comic shop was pretty cool too. Like, there's some people that really get into Magic, early on, because there's like some kids there that like I could hear them like they were like directly behind me. They were like, "Yeah, this does this, and it was like, what the hell are you even talking about? Like, it was way beyond me." But yeah, that's the Magic adventure for today. I won. The General Odds B winner. Wait, or what was that thing from Big Rigs? Your winner. General Odds, your winner. Woo! So anyway, it's General Odds signing off.